Wouldn't it be lovely if all we had to do as piano teachers was show up and teach lessons to students that we loved? I know that piano teaching involves a lot more than that. It's really a lot of running a small business, but my hope is that these videos can take some of the legwork out of that process for you. So let's get started on how to find more students. You may be looking to grow your piano studio, or you may be trying to find your first piano students. 3 years ago, I started my business and grew it from 0 to about 35 students. I ended up hiring 2 associate teachers, and I still had a wait list of families that wanted in. However, this year, my husband and I moved to our totally new location, and as I'm starting from scratch, I wanted to put some of these tips and tricks online so that teachers like you can have a little less effort in their day-to-day work in building their studio. I'm using my master's degree to really create online resources that are free for teachers like you. And I'm also throwing in all those tips and tricks of the trade that my master's degree really didn't prepare me for. My first recommendation is that you have a business card. My second recommendation is that you have a business webpage. My third is that you invite people in your existing community. My fourth is that you create a Google business location in Google Maps. And my fifth and final one is that you run either a Facebook ad or a Google ad to get those clients coming in. First recommendation, have printed materials handy. You can pass these out at local businesses, but it's also just a matter of when you're having those conversations where you end up explaining what you do and people express interest, you've got to have a business card or something physical that you can hand off. I really wish I had done this better my first time, and I'm planning on doing it better this second time around. My second recommendation is to set up a business webpage. I used Facebook initially, and I really think that's a great option. Right now I'm trying to upgrade to using a website, but that takes a little bit more knowledge, and so Facebook is really a great place to start. Using your personal account, you can go ahead and set up a separate business page, which is great because it lets you filter out all of that family and just personal posting that you're doing from your actual business posting. Facebook software will walk you through everything step by step. It's super simple. And if you're looking for another place to list your services, I would definitely recommend Nextdoor app. It's a neighborhood app, and you can list something as free, like maybe providing a first lesson for free. I found 2 of my best clients at my previous studio from listing in Nextdoor. My third recommendation is to invite inside your existing community, whether it's your church, your country club, your YMCA, or the school or co-op where your children attend. It's a great way to get access to spreading the news about your small business. I always make sure to ask the gatekeepers of that community. If it's okay, they're usually more than willing to grant access to me sharing about music lessons. Group emails, classroom flyers, announcement bulletin boards are all great ways to get the news out. I'm pretty sure my first 6 students when I was building my studio 3 years ago came from spreading the news inside my community. My fourth recommendation is to create a Google business page. Go ahead right now, even while you're watching this video, open your Google Maps app. When you type in and search piano lessons, it'll check your local area. I bet you money that it'll be 10 or less results in your area. People just don't go to the time of creating a Google business location. Out of those 10 results that may pop up, even less of them will have photos from their studio or reviews from their clients. Both of these are great ways to make your Google listing stand out and to attract new clients when people are looking for a piano teacher. The fifth and final recommendation is to run a Google or a Facebook ad to help draw your clients in. I'm going to focus on Facebook because although I have used both of these methods, I've really gotten more client inquiries from using Facebook. If you create a simple graphic that explains that you're offering piano lessons and post it to your Facebook business page, there will be a small button on the right side that says Boost Post. This is the language that Facebook uses for creating an ad for your post. They're super thorough, step by step. They've taken so much of, the hard details out of advertising for you if you use this process. When I run an ad, I usually budget $15 to $25. As I go through the process of setting up the boosted post, I can choose really specific demographics for who's going to even see this pop up in their Facebook feed. So a lot of times I'll pick similar activities like gymnastics or ballet. I'll select homeschool moms or moms of elementary students. You can tag all of these specific things that will help your post appear in front of the right people. Now that $15 to $25 that I'll tend to spend on an ad usually results in about 6 to 10 inquiries and lessons. and anywhere from 1 to 4 students will result from that. I used to think that running an ad would be this mysterious, tricky thing, and now it feels really routine. If I need students, I just go boost a Facebook post. It's wonderful. Now I know that was a lot of information really quickly, but I have consolidated it in a simple PDF, and I've got the link included in the description below. I really want people to have great ways to think through these important processes that are part of the small business side of teaching piano lessons or another instrument. In addition to that PDF, I've also recently started offering a free 30-minute consultation where you can get a chance to FaceTime with me and we'll just chat about your studio. I love helping teachers figure out what's been going well, what changes they might like to make. It's a very informal call, but I've got that calendar link in the description below and I hope you'll check it out. When I've provided a similar short consult to some of my piano students' parents, like especially if the students are in high school, I'll have a 30-minute meeting with the parents where I try to chat about what is going well that semester and what we're aiming at for the next 3 to 4 months of study. I've had parents have light bulb moments during those conversations, and I love focusing on the why for piano lessons with them. I'm so glad you found this playlist. It's really just one video in a set of questions that I'm answering for teachers trying to solve simple problems that teachers deal with on a regular basis, like how to plan meaningful recitals, how much should you really charge for tuition, and how to find more students. I hope you'll check out the rest of my videos. Again, I'm Katie Caraway, and I'm so glad to be here. I really want students and teachers to love the process of making music. Thanks, see you next time.